start with entering the data into SPSS. First, we locate the data in Microsoft Word at the left side, then put the SPSS at the right side. In the Microsoft Word data, we have the respondent column at the left. The second column is the IV group. The group variable is the nominal data with 3 independent groups, labeled with 1 equal to psychology, 2 equal to business, and 3 equal to computer programming. The third column is the dependent variable EQ. EQ is measured in Likert scale, which is an ordinal data. The 5 scale range from 1 equal to strongly disagree to 5 equal to strongly agree. There are 5 EQ items. The data collected from each respondent is presented in the table. To enter the data into SPSS, click the Variable View button. For the name column, we will type the variable names, the group, and the 5 EQ items. Type groups EQ1, EQ2, EQ3, EQ4, and EQ5. Only a single word is allowed for the name column. Note that all the data are in integer number without decimal. We need to change the preset decimal from 2 to 0. Change the numbers 2 to 0. We can right-click and select copy, then highlight the cells, then right-click and select paste to paste the number 0 for the items. Then we will move to the label column to label the full terms for each variable. Type group for the first variable. For EQ1, we can label the item statement from the questionnaire. Open the Microsoft Word questionnaire. Highlight the statement of EQ1. Right-click and select copy. Return to SPSS. Right-click on the cell and select paste to paste it. Go back to the questionnaire again. Highlight the statement of EQ2 to EQ5. Right-click and select copy. Return to SPSS again. Highlight the 4 cells. Right-click and select paste to paste them. With this, we have successfully labeled all the variables. Then we will label the value column. For the group variable, it has 3 groups. Click at the right side of the cell, type number 1 and psychology, then click the Add button to move it into the box. Type 2 and business and click the Add button. Type 3 and computer programming and click the Add button again, then click OK. With this, we have successfully labeled the values for groups. To label the 5 Likert scale for EQ1, click the right side of the cell, type number 1 and strongly disagree. Then click the Add button to move it into the box below it. Type 2 and disagree, and click the Add button. Do the same step for the 3 undecided, 4 agree, and 5 strongly agree. With this, we have labeled the 5 Likert skills for EQ1. Item EQ2 to EQ5 are using the same Likert skills. We can right-click on the skill and select copy. Then highlight the cell of EQ2 to EQ5 and right-click and select paste to paste them. With this, we have successfully labeled the Likert skills of EQ1 to EQ5. Then we move to the measure column. Group is the nominal skill data, so we select nominal. The 5 EQ items are ordinal skill items. So we select ordinal. Other columns are optional. We can leave them without labeling them. With this, we have labeled the variables in variable view. To enter the data from the Microsoft Word, click the Data View button. Highlight the data of the 6 variables. Right-click and select Copy. Click the first cell in SPSS. Select Paste to paste them. The data in SPSS is ready for analysis now. To obtain a total EQ variable from the 4 EQ items, click Transform and select Compute Variable. Type the new variable's name, total EQ, in the target variables box. To view the variable name, right-click and select Display Variable Name. Select EQ1 and move it into the Numeric Expressions box. Then click the Plug button. The process is repeated until the formula EQ1 plus EQ2 plus EQ3 plus EQ4 plus EQ5 is obtained. Then click the OK button. The new variable total EQ appears at the right column of the data. Click the Variable View button. Change the decimal from 2 to 0. Type EQ. Then move to the Measure column. Select Ordinal. The total from ordinal skill is also ordinal skill. To view the data for total EQ, click the Data View button. The data of the total EQ variable is ready. The data set is ready for analysis.